Recorded Books presents The Sleepless by Victor Manibo, narrated by Joel de la Fuente. Nobody is sleeping in the sky. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody is sleeping. If someone does close his eyes, a whip, boys, a whip. Let there be a landscape of open eyes and bitter wounds on fire. No one is sleeping in this world. No one. No one. I have said it before. No one is sleeping. City That Does Not Sleep, Federico Garcia Lorca. Part 1. Chapter 1. Wednesday, July 8th, 2043, 6:56 p.m. In the last dream I ever had, I was eating a big bloody hunk of steak. The details are hazy now. Crisp white linens, and a side of roasted potatoes, wood paneling, other faceless people at my table, and not much else. I don't recall the specific cut of meat, but it was definitely not a filet mignon. It was more like a porterhouse. The steak occupied the entire plate and threatened to spill over its border. I cut through the slab with a serrated knife, and though I've had amazing steaks before, I have never felt anything as visceral as the frustration I felt when, before I could finish my plate, I woke up. Dreams. It's been so blissful since I stopped having them, but lately, against my nature, they've been surfacing in my mind. That last one in particular keeps coming back. To exercise these thoughts, I've decided the best way was to act it out in real life. I've added cooking to my mile-long list of hobbies. I think I've finally mastered the perfect porterhouse. Or I should say, porterhouse cooked just the way I like it. Medium rare, with the right amount of sear. It took 8 tries, meticulous timing, and calibrated heat on both sides, not to mention hours of instructional videos and tons of new kitchen supplies that I didn't yet own. My apartment has become a nightly test kitchen for steaks, but I got there eventually. I admire the slab as it sizzles in the cast iron pan. The timer counts down, and the stove promptly lowers the heat. The oven chimes as the roasted potatoes are done, and I move the spuds into the pan, gingerly placing each one in the right place and at the right angle. A sprig of rosemary across the top, and a dash of finishing salt, and it's ready for its close-up. I take several pictures with the kitchen counter's top-view camera, scroll through the shots as they're beamed onto my visor, and then pick out the one that looks best. I post it on my news feed, no caption necessary. After I do, hollow ads materialize before my eyes. One for a set of Japanese steak knives, one for a Midtown chop house, and a third for a ceramic barbecue grill. I pause on this last one and wonder if there's enough space on the deck. Maybe after I have it redone. I wave the ads away with a flick of a finger, and they vanish. I move the steak onto the carving board. A blood-red jus seeps from its sinews. The firmness, the aroma, the right balance of browning and char. I nailed it. After I've given the meat time to rest, I make one slice. One bite. It approaches, but does not quite reach, the sumptuousness of the steak in my last dream ever. As I did with the other failed attempts, I chuck the rest of the thing down the disposal. The threat looms of another long night needing to be filled. In the beginning, it was easy enough. I occupied myself by watching dozens of classic films that I'd always been meaning to watch. A lot of the movies I liked were adaptations, so I also read the source material. That's when I seriously moved on to books, and around the time I devised my lists. I made goal lists and doggedly finished every item. I saw every Oscar Best Picture movie, finished every Pulitzer-winning novel, all of Hitchcock's films, Henry James's books, the entirety of The Decline and Fall. Then there were TV shows, podcasts, and of course, video games. So many video games. I was consuming so much that after only a few months I felt psychically bloated. My brain tired of all the media, and my lists felt like drudgery, like I had been masochistically giving myself unnecessary homework. That's when I started to optimize my time by learning new skills. I've progressed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?